Kia ora. This is Kāren Hunter, also known as Kāren, and you're listening to episode 12 of Astro Musical Interventions, a podcast dedicated to bringing expansive openings of the heart and mind through the lens of astrology and music. And I'm talking to you from Auckland, Tāmaki Makaurau, in Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'd like to start by talking about the lunation we have this week, which is the full moon in Taurus, unpicking some of the aspects and threading through some observations that I'm making based on what I'm reading, what I'm hearing, conversations I'm having with people, and finishing by talking a little bit about some changes I have coming up personally, seeing as we're coming into summer, into the festival season, into a different way of life here in New Zealand, and wanting to share with you how that will affect the regularity of the podcast over the next few months. So let's get into it. The next lunation is at 13 degrees of Taurus on the 6th of November 2025 at 2:19 a.m. local time. It's a full moon in Taurus. The Sabian symbol for this degree is: on the beach, children play while shellfish grope at the edge of the water. And this speaks to being able to enjoy a peace-filled life at a relaxed pace, of observing the tides moving through their cycles of fullness and emptiness, through all the phases in between, adopting a live and let live attitude, being in community with like-minded others, and making the most of any precious opportunities for group harmony. The caution, there is always a caution with the Sabian symbols, is of building sandcastles that eventually wash away, of prioritizing play over work to the detriment of the greater story, a kind of blissful ignorance or lack of attention to everyday danger. And this is why I've chosen to play Hendrix's Castles Made of Sand behind this introduction section. It's a song that refers to different situations where people are extending themselves through their dreams, but allowing themselves to fall into their dream life and losing their way in the present. And in some scenarios, this song takes us to places of despondency, this sort of wishing something was different to the way it was. And in the final verse of this song, the dream actually enables the person to rise out of the hardship of the restrictions of their life, to reach for something greater, and in so doing to forget their problems and to stand in a body that was unable to stand and reach for the distant horizon, for the ship sailing, the ship that didn't need to stop. The moral of the story is sometimes just by focusing on the distant horizon, we can find what we really need. Mars will be at 0 Sagittarius opposite Uranus at 0 Gemini on this full moon. And that's a very strong, mutable signature. It gives a green light to disruptive bursts of competition and power and energy and aggression. This is the kind of signature that astrologers would expect could accompany the recent news that the USA administration has given to their Department of War. They have issued an instruction to return to nuclear weapons testing and suggest that it's a competition with other countries, other nuclear-enabled countries, to try and have the biggest, boldest, loudest, most destructive weapon of mass destruction. This is very Martian and very Uranian and fits the signature far too well. No other country has been testing nuclear weapons since the late 90s, other than North Korea, which last tested in 2017. For us here in Aotearoa in the Pacific, it brings back a lot of memories of what used to happen, between the early 60s and the late 90s, the underground testing of nuclear weapons in the atoll of Mururoa, a paradise in the middle of the Pacific that was habited, and the destruction that's been left there in the wake. This is the reason why we talk about the Rainbow Warrior. The Rainbow Warrior was a boat that was part of the Greenpeace movement, and they would do everything they could to stop the tests. They would get in the way of what was going on and make it impossible for the tests to continue. A couple of French spies came to New Zealand, blew the boat up, and were caught and received like a slap on the hand with the wet bus tickets back home. But we went on to announce that we would be a nuclear-free country and we would not accept nuclear-powered, let alone nuclear-armed boats in our harbour. And we have protected this nuclear-free status and been pioneers for this in the world ever since. Given the destruction of the bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the disasters of Chernobyl, it seems insane to re-enter this conversation. People, can you hear me? We are free. We are a part of a world family. I am a warrior of love. I know that world peace starts with me. Feel it grow. Through my very soul. I can feel it growing. Through my very soul. I'm a rainbow warrior of love. I'm a rainbow warrior of love. Big shout out to Matthew Tahuki, author of that song, who I have sung backing vocals with for many, many years, entertaining us and talking to us about peace and working hard on being the best people that we can be. Kia ora, Matthew. So Mars will also sextile Pluto at 1 Aquarius, and this is going to make a 60-degree angle. And Uranus at the same time on this full moon will trine Pluto, and they're going to be 120 degrees apart. Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn in Pisces form another trine, and these are both at 25 degrees of their respective water signs, Cancer and Pisces. And these sextiles and trines are beautiful in our personal lives and offer promises of transpersonal awareness and spiritual awakening. The elements of air, fire and water are resonating together. Projects are developing quickly, meetings are going ahead, concerts are playing, lovers are loving, meals are being prepared, the cities are working, the traffic is flowing thick and steady. However, in the backdrop, we are witnessing politically the harmonious energy that doesn't seem to be in service of humanity in the personal or community sense, but in service of power for power's sake. This is something we have to juggle, there is different levels that astrology functions on. The personal, the transpersonal, the interactive, the internal. And this is what we're learning, is the benefit of understanding this system. And it's important that we keep engaging, that we keep aware of what's happening in the world and not turn away because it's too hard. We each have a responsibility, I believe, in helping in some way, shape or form. And we can't do that if we don't know what's going on. Or can we?
Of love. Nuestro mundo, divino mundo, te amo tanto. Con tus ríos y tus bosques me ilumino. Con mis ojos puedo ver tu belleza. Con tus plantas y animales maravillosos. Tus montañas y tus aguas cristalinas. Pachamama, Madre Tierra, Madre de todo. Perdóname y a tus hijos que te hicieron daño. Pachamama, Madre Tierra, Madre de todo. Hijos que te aman tanto.
Pluto rules mass wealth and hidden wealth. Pluto's powerful domain includes these ridiculously astronomical figures of financial gain that are attributed to the 1%. When most of the humans on the planet don't know where their next meal is coming from and are concerned with saving a few cents on the grocery specials, it's obscene to hear of so-and-so and their billions. Can these sextiles simultaneously promote the flow of healing within our global community, transcending national borders, gender, sexuality, language, and cultural differences? Surely this is just as possible. Most of us are totally disengaged and overwhelmed with the daily flood of stories on the newsfeed. We turn off. We say, I can't bear to learn about current events because it's too negative, it makes me sad, I can't handle it, I'm too sensitive. The problem with this approach is that communities distant from the immediate flashpoints of collapse may think they can avoid the crisis by looking away. as if disagreements and complications in approach mean mere conversations are dangerous. Jupiter is square Chiron at 24 Aries in this full moon, and squares speak to struggles and learning through conflict. Jupiter is Zeus, the god of the sky, and represents justice, religion, benevolent dictators, philosophy, and broadened horizons. While Chiron served as a master teacher of medicine, despite his abandonment at birth, due to being different, he found solace in the service of others as healing. So Apollo became his savior and his teacher. Jupiter as Zeus granted Chiron release from human suffering through immortality by transforming him into a constellation of stars. When you think of these two archetypes, Jupiter and Chiron coming into the 90-degree square aspect, what comes to your minds? Can you place these archetypes in your own personal story? Venus is the ruler of this Taurus full moon. Venus in Libra is concerned with harmony between people, justice, fairness, and social grace. We can hope she's brave too. We need her with her gavel, not fawning, for survival. I have so much more to say, but I'm going to leave it here for now. I want to share with you that it's summer in Aotearoa, and I need to respect the cycles of summer and winter, autumn and spring. And so I'm going to step back from making a regular Astro Musical Interventions podcast and continue with the written work, but save this precious energy for recording some new songs that I'm writing and finishing some songs that are half written. We have the festival season coming. I want to be offering more astrology workshops out in the community. I'm really happy with how my online offerings have gone this year, with running 2 5-part astrology study groups with a wonderful cast of beautiful young astrologers, all ages of astrologers, to be honest. And I will be doing at least 2 of those again next year, possibly 3. And in the meantime, I will honor my paid subscribers by continuing to offer something. But you guys are coming along on the ride with me. I can feel my muse is turning, she's changing. I'm leaning towards a different message or a different observation, or a different, perhaps taking up a slightly different role with this work of offering things online. And I need to step back in order to allow the mystery to speak through me. So while I will continue to send reasonably regular astro updates to my subscribers through to my free subscribers as written, and to my paid subscribers, I will create some mysterious magic. I'll make it worth your while. There won't be any more astrology, you know what, with all the mistakes I'm making, I'm tempted to leave them in because, it's not AI. It's coming to that. So I'm just going to leave the fumbles in right now, because I feel like I am a human and this is what it is. The words tumble and turn and come, and the ideas form themselves, and they're not perfect. And I'm going to reinvent my Scorpio sun self. At the moment, with Mars on the IC, on my IC, Mercury on my IC, and really feeling incredibly creative right now. Just needing a little bit more time to go within, see what's there, bring it out, offer it, send it to you with love. So my next offerings will be written unless you're a paid subscriber. All my love to you. I o ke roto, I o ke waho, ti hei mauri ora.